First of all, look up and then breathe. Think about what you want. Think about how you can help and who can help you. And then start thinking about how. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Surround yourself with people that are going to give you more options, more opportunities, and more touches of favor. Surround yourself with people that feed you and feed them. It'll be amazing the difference in your life. Take my advice, ask for help. Have an open mind. I promise you, each day will become easier. And pretty soon, you too will be an overnight success. The first thing I tell people is you can't find outside of you what you can't find inside of you. So many of us, as we explore within, we have to have the faith that there's something bigger than us. What are you doing today that you like? What are you doing today that you don't like? Start thinking about what you want and continue every day enjoying that consistently, persistently in the pursuit of your potential. That's the best advice I can give anyone. Ask for help. Everyone wants to be Addies. You already are Addies. Let's figure out putting you at Dissies. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am worthy. I just got to figure out what I'm doing to interfere with it. And this hate is interfering with my truth, my potential, my love, the light, and the lessons of the journey that I've been blessed with full appreciation, acknowledgement, and the ability to dream and to ask for more. Hey, what do? Oh, I'm going to change the world. There's no limitations in the future. Ask for help. That's the best advice I can give anyone. When you ask for help, everything extraordinary happens. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, they're injected into our system, which makes us happy. It's a biochemical proof of, hey, you're doing the right thing. For me, it's mathematical in the way that it works. We just need to listen to what's interfering with our ease. I tell myself, okay, the ego is from our brain here to protect us, right? It allows us to fight for it. We flee from it. We feed it in order to create more of it. And so when I know the ego's purpose, my life becomes easier. The ego is necessary. It's a long drop down there. Our ego tells us, if you and I went down there right now and I said, hey, let's jump down on the rocks, our ego would say, run, don't do it. It was my ego that said, if you can look up, you can get up. It's that fear, right, that allows you to get up, get back up. But fear uses about 90% of your fuel to get you up. So we want to limit the amount of fear that we use, because eventually we need inspiration. We need to access the power we're given, not create power or acceleration with fear. So understanding ego, knowing it edges goodness out of our life, it edges gold out of our life, it edges God out of our life, whatever you think it does, but it will fuel us real quick to get up, get back up, get started. I need to be an expert at identifying fear. It's the greatest practice, I feel, if you have faith and believe in what I'm talking about, to utilize energy in its correct manner. So if I can identify fear, I can use it to get up, back up, when I get knocked out or knocked down. So you don't resist it. You don't try to fight it, go over it, under it, through it, around it. You don't have to lie to it, manipulate it, and cheat it. You don't have to deny it.
But what's funny about it all is that we need these things to perform. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us, because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. There may be another purpose, like being a SEAL or going to college or whatever, but the main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, man, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. So that's the only purpose I fucking need. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no race or there's no school or there's nothing in front of me, is because I have pride in myself.
But where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
It's warm on the couch.
That's
your
it.
missus says stay in bed. It's comfy,
That's
it's cozy,
That's
you've got
it.
work later on, you had an argument last night, you're slightly
it.
hungover.
Because I know every motherfucker ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there. That fires me up. That makes me fucking happy, what you just said. That brings joy to my life right there.
Why?
Because I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talked about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be. A lot of people, wonder, how did you become this? How did you become so vulnerable? How are you doing a podcast now when you were this kid? You overcame things. You fought them. And now this is what happens. This is on the other side of overcoming. You become very, very powerful when you overcome yourself. All those things you once cowered from, you were afraid of, when you face them eye to eye every day, you now become a person who has a great podcast.
Let's say that there's someone listening who resonates with what you're talking about. They've been through trauma, they've been through hard times, but they keep breaking promises to themselves. They're struggling to get off the couch and they're having a pity party. How can they stop feeling sorry for themselves?
That's difficult. Because you have to want it. You have to want to be better. And it starts off with, you have to have pride in yourself. You have to have pride in yourself. You have to have, there's something about you, whether it's your last name, whether it's just the smallest thing. You have to be proud of yourself. If you have no pride in yourself, I can't give it to you.
Because you're always going to compromise, you're always going to fold.
Always. I'm very proud of myself. That's why when people said, no way you can do better than Can't Hurt Me. Roger that. We'll fucking see.
Because a lot of people, when they think about working out, they think of it as being a physical thing.
Right, no. I did it for mental.
Yeah.
People always say, my God, no, don't look at it like, I didn't care about losing weight. I didn't care about being the fastest person. I wasn't making the Olympics. I wasn't going to pros. I could barely read and write when I was in a junior in high school. I wasn't going anywhere. I saw working out as a way for me to build calluses on my mind. I had to callous over the victim's mentality. So I watched these movies. I talked about Rocky last time I was on here. I always equated training to mental toughness. It always looked brutal. People waking up early, doing all these things, and look horrible. It's like, wow, I gotta start doing that. Not to get better, bigger, and stronger, but that is what's gonna build me. That looks uncomfortable. That looks brutal. And getting up early, I don't want to do that. Some of this long list of things I don't want to do. And through that, I found myself.